Alright, hey, greetings, fellow eggshell viewers and viewers alike. My name is Yasashi Tsu-Kun, and yes, we're back with Go Nippon, my first trip to Japan. Visual novel that I've just began. Well, anyways, yeah, without further ado, let's, keep on going with this, story. Last time we left off, we just got here, at least, I just got here, and, well, yeah, Eldric has just, arrived in Japan, and to his first place where he's going to be staying for the whole week. We find out that these two sisters, who we thought that were guys, had their parents, go away on a business trip for 2 weeks. So anyways, without further ado, we're gonna start. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with the flow. So we're just gonna right click. Yeah, if you guys heard that, it's my musical player. So anyways, huh? What is this room? Where the heck am I? I know, I'm in Japan. Last night, I achieved my dream of coming to Japan. Oh my gosh, it's not a dream. This is totally real. I'm in Makoto and Akira's house in Japan. And today I'll get to look all around the city of Tokyo. Which means I can't afford to sleep in. I'd better get up fast. But first, yeah. Bathroom. Ugh. Japanese toilets can't be so different from... Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. What the heck is that? Or maybe not. Oh gosh. What the heck is this thing? There's all these kind of random buttons going on. Where are they supposed to be? Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, I'm gonna push one. It's not like it's gonna explode on me or anything. Okay, here we go. Switch you on. What is this? It's like a warm breeze blowing up from deep inside. Why does the toilet blow wind at me? Okay, I'm gonna press another switch. Take that! Oh god. Huh? What the? Now there's like a nozzle rising up at... What the hell? There's water shooting out! Someone make it stop! Yamete nasai! You don't have to laugh so hard. I wasn't expecting a cry of despair so early in the morning, let alone to find you drowning in the toilet. There's no way I can keep from laughing. Oh, Aki-chan, really, it's rude to laugh so hard. You're the one to talk. You're laughing too, Oni-chan. What are you talking about? I'm not laughing at. Oh, what was I supposed to do? I mean, I don't know anything all about this toilet functions. Yeah. Who would have thought the toilet would wash your butts after you do your business? They even blow hotter air to dry you. Japanese people have crazy ideas. But once I used it, it really did feel kinda nice. I'm sorry for laughing. Everyone makes mistakes. It's okay. Now that I think about it, it really was pretty funny. Sure, it's best not to hold back and laugh when something's funny. That's right. It's nice to see her laugh after she was so put out yesterday. Anyway, here you go. I made breakfast for the both of you. Hooray! Honestly, I've been starving ever since I woke up. Let's see, the breakfast menu is, oh. Salad, bread, and eggs. This is, Okay.
I was kinda hoping for more of a Japanese-style healthy breakfast, but...
I thought you might prefer a more familiar kind of breakfast. What do you think?
Oh, sure, that's right. This is about what I usually eat, thanks.
Well then, I guess we'll eat.
Sure. They say itadakimasu, right?
Itadakimasu.
Oh gosh. I don't even know how to do simultaneous voicing.
Oh, speaking of which, what do you want to do today? Have you decided where you want to go?
Where I want to go? No, I was going to think about it later. Where do you recommend?
To be honest, I was thinking, maybe Akira or I might accompany you.
What? Just the two of us?
Yes, one of us has to take care of the house with our parents away, so we couldn't both go, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're on breakfast at school, right? So it shouldn't be a problem for Oni-chan or I to take you around.
Seriously, that's great. I would appreciate the help.
I'm glad you think so. So, I know it's sudden, but where would you want to go?
Let me see, where would I like to go?
I know! First off, Oni-chan, can I have a minute? What is it? Just come here. You just stay put for a sec, okay?
Sure, well, there they go.
What was that all about? Oh well, I guess I'll just have to wait for them here. They told me to wait, but it's been 5 minutes. What on earth are they doing?
Sorry about that. Sorry for the wait. Omachi-nasai.
Oh, there you are. Oh, wait, what on earth?
Ta-da! Welcome to Misaki Tours.
What's up with the outfits?
This is what tour guides wear when they show people around. It really gives it that touristy air, you know? Oh, honestly, Aki-chan, did you make these clothes while I wasn't watching?
Huh? You made those clothes, Akira.
Yep, that's right.
She must be really skilled to make these things like this.
I guess Aki-chan was so looking forward to your visit. She even made tour guide clothes. That's not it. That's not what I did. The way I did it. Oh my, you're blushing.
Akira.
I said I'm not. Anyway, here, let's pick our itinerary. Did you decide where you want to go?
Oh yeah, more or less.
Okay, then would you like to choose a region?
A region? Let's see, I want to go...
In this game, your travel expenses will be shown on the screen as you travel. Travel fares will also be shown on the screen. For convenience, all travel expenses between Koto and Akira's house are sightseeing spots, which use the same fares traveling for Tokyo and the sightseeing spots. Let's see, Kibukuro is actually, yeah, one of the cities of Japan, more popular for shopping districts of some sort. Shinjuku, I think that's, the other one. And Ginzu is like that. I think all these, well, you know, I feel like, although I usually, when I go vacationing or traveling, the first thing I do is shopping, but I think I'm going to go for a little different route, and I want to go a little bit more traditional. So we're going to go Asakura. I think I want to go here.
That's a good choice. It has a lot of examples of traditional Japanese culture.
Traditional Japanese culture?
Yes, I'll be taking you around today.
I see. Well, thank you.
We'll be heading out right after breakfast, so be prepared.
Sure, got it.
Traditional Japanese culture, eh? What kind of place could it be? This should be fun.
I see.
Itakimasu.
It's a Japanese ritual phrase when used leaving the house. Itakimasu.
Itamashai.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Hey, Makoto.
What is it?
So, could you tell me where we're going already?
I don't know. I wonder if I should.
Come on, why not? Just tell me.
Oh, if you insist. Here, I'll tell you. Today we're going to
Where?
Asakura.
Oh, Asakura, huh?
Oh, you know. Oh, you know it.
I saw it in a guidebook. It's a pleasant town that keeps up the atmosphere of the good old days, huh?
That's right. It's hard to explain in English, but in Japanese, it's known as the Shitamachi.
Literally the low towns. The coastal area occupied by peasants and merchants. The nobles lived in the highlands in the area known as Yamanote. Wow. Shitamashi, huh?
You'll understand when you see it. Hayakupon wa iken ni shikazu, as they say.
Hayaku bun wa ike ni shikazu?
It's a Japanese proverb. But it means that seeing something for yourself gives you a better impression of it than any description could provide. In English, I think it would translate to seeing is believing, maybe.
Oh yes, I see.
Anyway, shall we be off?
Sure.
Let's see, I'll need my suit card to board the train. Here we go.
Beep!
I still got plenty of money on it, so I'll just hold it up to the terminal.
Okay.
Nice job.
This is so nice. I don't even have to check the price of the ticket each time.
I know, right?
Alright, so with this, I've completely mastered the trains of Tokyo.
And so, we spent a lot more money. Or so
I thought.
We have to get off here.
What?
Because we'll be taking the Yamanote line.
Named after the Yamanote region. It's one of the most popular trains line in Japan. It runs in loop, stopping at some of the most popular stops in Tokyo. Yamanote?
Yeah, you don't want that side. You want this side.
Huh?
Now we're transferring to the subway.
Oh, wait a minute. Pet.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
As I told you, Tokyo has many train lines and they join together in complicated ways. Even native Tokyoites get confused. If you're ever riding by yourself, make sure to plan your route beforehand. There should be plenty of English rails maps online, so make sure you make good use of them.
That was insane, after all. was ridiculous to think I could master this in one day. It's nice that they have monitors on this train that tell you the next station, and the announcements were very clear, but I'm not sure I'll ever get used to this. Plus,
What's wrong?
Nothing, I was just wondering. Is there a festival today or something?
A festival? Why?
There's just so many people around, I just got to wondering.
Oh, I see. Sorry to tell you, but it's not a festival day today.
But what? Then you're saying...
Yes, some stations are more chaotic than others, but this is business as usual for a large station.
I see.
Are you surprised?
A little.
a lot, actually.
I should probably warn you, the big stations can get even more crowded than this. Anyway, next stop is ours. We're almost there.
Sure.
Tokyo can be a terrifying place,
Hey, here we are!
This is... Oh my god. Ah! Bah, 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 bah. Wow, it's really Asakura.
That's right, Asakura, the town that recalls Japanese nostalgic tradition. Japan's nostalgic traditions.
This is Asakura. Nah, yeah. Asakusa. Oh my gosh, I pronounced that wrong. It's not quite like any place in Japan I've seen yet. I don't know why. The streets is so alive with tourists from everywhere, local and foreign. And beneath it all, there's a strange sort of atmosphere, like deeply felt yearning.
Hey, do you know about the Edo period?
Edo period?
Yes, almost 200 years ago. Well, put it simply, the era of the samurai.
Oh, I know samurai.
This place, Asakusa, was a flourishing town during the era of the samurai.
Wow.
They're all gone now, but back in the day, there were theaters lined up and down these streets like Broadway. There were almost, what we call adult activity houses and various entertainments. It was a thriving pleasure quarter. In fact, it was so popular that it was called one of the 3 worst places in Edo in the day.
I see.
A pleasure quarter. Ugh.
What? What is it? Why are you laughing?
Nothing. I just noticed that your expression suddenly changed when you heard the words pleasure quarters.
What? No way. I don't have any interest in...
It's just a joke.
Just a joke. Don't scare me like that.
But when you deny it, Sophie, man, Lee, it's like you're admitting it's true.
I think she's making fun of me. That means I better change up my voice.
Anyway. Hey, Makoto. What's the big round thing hanging from the gate?
Oh, that's a chochin. It's a large-scale version of the old lantern. The word written in it's Kanimarimon. It means something like Gate of Thunder in English.
That's pretty metal.
Now that you mention it, it really is.
So, why does it have Kaminarimon written on it?
Well, have a look. Right at the side of the gate.
So we switch sides. Wooden statues of the god that owns the...
Right, they're the gate's guardians. Fujin and the Raijin, the god of winds and the god of thunders. So...
Note. The Rai and the Raijin is another wording for the character used to read Kainari. Kaminari, both meaning thunder.
Oh, then why is that gate?
Then why is that gate named after just thunder? What about the god of wind?
Right. The truth is, the gate's proper name is Furai Jinmon, Gate of the Gods of Wind and Thunder. It's written properly on the other side.
I see.
Anyway, as long as we're here, do you want to go inside?
Sure. Wow. Wow, what a busy commercial district.
It's not a commercial district at all. We're on the grounds of the Sensoji Temple.
What? What? We're inside a temple? But there's so many shops, it looks just like a shopping street.
I think that comes from the old days when people came from far and wide to visit these big temples. Refreshment stands and souvenir shops start to spring up to cater to those determined travelers, and it evolves into this.
Wow, I never knew there were shops on the grounds of temples. That's amazing.
Still, the selection is rather amazing. I see things like souvenirs, what looks like toys, even wigs, kimonos, and all kinds of food.
As long as we're here, do you want to get something to eat? Let's see, how about those?
Huh?
Excuse me, I'd like 2 of these.
79 cents,
Here you are.
What is this?
It's called Ningyo Yaki. It's an Asakura specialty.
Wow.
This is a snack, I guess. It's shaped like a person's face, though.
They just fried it, so it's simply hot. Eat up.
Sure. Okay, itadakimasu. Nom 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 nom. Wow. Oh god. It's so sweet. Oh, hey, what's this sweet dark stuff inside?
Oh, that's called ano. It's made from a bean called azuki. That's been boiled and sweetened.
A bean, wow.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's sweet and delicious.
This is amazing. You can kill hours just at the shops alone.
And so...
Here we are. This is Sensoji.
This is...
They say the temple first began operations 1,400 years ago, but the main building itself only dates back 400 years ago. It's burnt down several times because of earthquakes and wars, though the current main hall is only about 50 years old.
I see.
I guess you can't help a wooden structure catching fire, but it's a shame something so old has to be lost because of a war.
Look at that. Do you see that big incense burner over there?
Oh wow. Yes, smoke is rising out of it.
They say that if you put an incense stick in it and let the smoke wash over you, you'll be cleansed of the darkness inside you.
Wow. So it's like a magical charm?
A bit. The spell is like a ward against evil. As long as we're here, do you want to try?
Sure, why not?
Okay, light the incense stick.
Then lean over the rising smoke, alright. It doesn't make me feel a little bit better. It does make me feel a little better.
It's very simple. Anyway, shall we visit the temple? When worshipping at a temple, there's a ritual you have to follow. First, the Chozo. The Chozo.
Chozo?
Do you see the little star where the water is flowing? You purify your hands with that, and it's called Chozo.
You mean I'll be washing my hands, basically?
That's right. Give it a try. Take the ladle in your right hand and wash your left. Then change hands and wash your right.
Change hands.
Change hands again. Keep a little water on your left hand and brush it lightly against your lips. Wash your left hand one more time. Then hold it so the water pours over the handle of the ladle. You're done. Simple, huh? Give it a try.
Yeah, alright. First I wash my left hand, and we switch hands and do my right. And then swap hands again and wash my left, and then it's just alright.
Yes, you did it very well. You did it very well. For your first try, with your hands washed, you're ready to worship. First stand in front of the Buddha, then throw an offering of money into the wooden box. You can give as much or as little money as you like.
Okay. Ha! 10 cents it goes.
There, then last.
I know. I clap my hands twice, right?
Wow, you know your stuff.
I sure do.
That lets the gods know you're there and ask them to cleanse you of evil. I've seen it before in animes.
But unfortunately,
Huh?
that's how you pay tribute at shrines. You know, honoring the Japanese gods. This place is a temple, a Buddhist place of worship. There's a different method to it.
I see.
And here I thought I was being so clever. I guess I failed.
When worshipping at a temple, you just put your hands together and pray to the Buddha. That's all.
Put my hands together. Alright.
I hope my stay in Japan will be full of amazing memories.
Why don't we stroll around the area for a little while?
Sure.
Makoto led me around the town of Asakusa. We saw a lot of temples and small amusement parks and all kinds of interesting things.
Well, this is just a rough tour, but I hope you got an idea of what Asakusa is like.
Absolutely. That was really fun.
Good, but if you want to know more about the city of Asakusa, there, do you see that small carriage-like vehicle over there?
Yes, it's a pretty funny-looking vehicle.
That's Jinrikisha. It's pulled by people. It was a very popular form of transportation about 100 years ago.
Rickshaw is derived from the term, which literally means human-powered vehicle. Ooh. You can ride in it and get a very detailed explanation of the town while you travel around.
What do you think? Do you want to ride?
There are a lot of things I want to try, but I think I'll pass.
Really? We can do it if you want to.
It's fine. Your explanations were more than enough for me.
Well, then I'm glad I came along with you. Now, where shall we go next? Do you want to go somewhere to eat? I'm starved.
No. Do you want to go somewhere to eat? I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I changed the voices. Oh well.
Oh, sure. It's about time for lunch, isn't it? But I wonder where we should eat.
That reminds me. I noticed it when we were walking around, but Japan really has a lot of restaurants, doesn't it?
That's true, now that you mention it. A lot of them are cheap chain restaurants, so you can really get by in Japan on the cheap if you go to them often.
And the storefronts all have realistic wax models of the food to provide elaborate examples. I've heard Japanese people are obsessed with food, but I guess that's true.
So, is there anything you have a taste for?
Anything I have a taste for? I want to eat noodles.
Noodles? I know. Let's go to that store.
What store? Where exactly are we going?
That's,
A secret. Soba?
that's right. Eat up.
I'm looking at a very simple dish. Dish? Pad thai with some kind of pasta.
How are we supposed to eat this? Do you see the small bowl filled with broth?
Yeah, it's almost like a little cup.
Dip the noodles into them, then eat them. The key is to slurp them loudly. I know it's considered rude in other countries, but noisily slurping is the Ikke way to eat soba. Ikke.
Iki? No, Iki.
Stylish is the word, more or less. Maybe not. Maybe cool is the right word for it.
It's cool to slurp your pasta. Japan is a total enigma.
Huh. What's in this little dish?
It's called a yakumi. It's like a seasoning. You can add as much as you want.
Wow. Well, as long as it's here, I'll put it all in. Here goes. Itadakimasu.
Now, slurp it nice and loud. Yeah.
It did the sound effect for me.
I knew it.
What is this stuff? It feels like I just blew my sinuses out.
It's wasabi.
Wasabi?
Yes, it was in the yakumi you just added. The green paste stuff.
Ah!
It's called wasabi, and it's even stronger than horseradish. If you put too much in it, it'll really blow your sinuses out.
I see. Huh?
Some otsuya splashed on your face. I'll wipe it off. Just look over here.
Otsuya, the proper name for soba dipping broth, made from fish stock, soy sauce, and meat in it.
There you go. I just ordered some more otsuya for you.
Sure. Thanks.
Makoto is, so nice. The price of soba seems to vary a lot depending on the store. I think I saw it for 350 yen in some fast food places around stations, but eating in a proper restaurant is more like 700 yen. I'm sure the difference is reflected in the flavor.
That was a good meal.
Okay then, next up.
Wait, Makoto,
Huh? What is it?
what is that?
What is what?
That thing, it's over there. That giant tower.
Oh, that's called the Tokyo Sky Tree.
Tokyo Sky Tree?
Yes, it's a broadcast tower that provides digital signal for all of Tokyo.
That's a broadcaster tower?
Yes, until recently Tokyo Tower played that role, but now there's so many tall buildings in Tokyo that they interfere with the broadcast waves. The Sky Tree is supposed to remedy that, though it's still under construction.
Huh? Wait a minute, that thing's not even finished yet.
That's right. When it's finished, it will be 600 foot 34 centimeters tall, tallest broadcasting tower in the world. As man-made structures go, it'll only rank second after the Burj Khalifa in Dubai.
The second tallest building in the world.
And it's right next to Kasakusa.
Oh gosh, I think I changed up the voice.
It is strange, isn't it, to have such a modern structure visible amidst these traditional buildings.
No kidding. But maybe that's what makes Japan special.
The other broadcast tower, Tokyo Tower, is a popular sightseeing spot in the city. We should go there too if we have time.
Maybe so. 167 to return back home. What's up?
Well, that makes a full day of sightseeing, Makoto. Misaki's Tokyo tour will now be coming to an end.
This is our last sightseeing spot?
Yes. Now, here's the question. What kind of place do you think this is?
Well, what else could it be? It just seems like your average everyday building.
Let's see, judging from the shape and size, it looks like a gymnasium.
Oh, so close. It's called the Ryokokugikon. It's the promised land of all sumo.
Sumo? You mean like sumo wrestling?
Yes, I think that's right. Sumo has a long history. Some people say it goes back at least 2,000 years.
2,000 years?
Yes, to that long ago it was ritual to honor the gods.
Wow.
Have you seen it? They clap their hands in the ring and stomp their feet. It's all ritual carried over from ancient times.
Yeah, I've seen that on TV.
I see. I did always wonder why they moved in such a strange way.
Oh gosh, it's nice to know the reason why. Oh gosh, I changed up the voice again. I'm messing up here.
Sumo wrestlers are known as rikishi. Some competitions between professional rikishi is called osumo.
Oh. Oh god.
6 osumo competitions take place every year. 3 of them are held here at the Koku Gikon.
3? You mean half of them?
That's right. The osumo, the Koku Gikon, takes place in January, May, and September, and they last for 2 weeks. If you want to come, it's best to buy tickets in advance on the internet or at least at a travel agency.
Too bad it's not going on while I'm here. But if I come back again, I'll make sure to check it out.
Oh, and right next to the Koku Gikon is the Edo Tokyo Museum. It teaches people about the history of Tokyo. Do you want to go in and learn a bit about how Tokyo evolved since the era of the samurai?
Sure. As long as we're here, let's do it. Wow, the Edo Tokyo Museum was really fun. Seeing Tokyo nowadays, it's hard to imagine it looks like that 2,000 years ago. I really learned a lot.
So did I. To tell the truth, that's the first time I've been to that museum myself.
What? Really?
It's true, unfortunately. But this was a good opportunity to go. There's a lot of things I only have knowledge of, so it was educational for me too.
I see.
Yes, being with you today reminds me of how much we have to learn about our own country. Thank you, Eldric.
I didn't do anything, but thank you for saying so. What's this? Hey, Makoto, look at that. Who's that walking towards us?
Oh my, it's an Osumo-san!
A sumo wrestler? That's amazing! I've never seen one so close up before. He's not just a big guy. He's got this amazing presence. That's it. He's got presence.
He's gone.
There are a lot of sumo stables around here, so I guess it's really not uncommon to see an Osumo-san. walking around.
Yeah, they're really impressive.
That was a nice unexpected treat, but I think we'd better bring today's sightseeing to an end and head back home.
Sure.
With no more sightseeing to do, we headed home. It was a day of unforgettable experience, and I thought I would be able to head home in peace, but
This is unbearable.
what the hell is this? Why are there so many people in this train car?
Please try to bear it a little while longer.
Right.
I wish I could, but I'm seriously going to get squished here.
Help!
And so we headed out to another train station of some sort. And so we headed back home. I thought I was gone up there for a minute. Hey, Makoto, are we in?
Tokyo's famous evening rush. Yes.
Evening rush. So you're saying Japanese people do this every day when coming home from work?
When work and school ends, everyone goes home at about the same time. A lot of people have to ride the train, so what can you do?
What can we do? I can't believe people. Yeah, I can't believe people are just okay with this.
That's right. To prevent sudden strange crimes that happen during rush hours, there's a system in place to allow for women-only cars. If a man gets on them by mistake, he'll get lots of glass.
I see.
But I guess anyone would do that. Deserves whatever they get. I'd better not do it. Anyway, in the future I'll try to make sure we don't ride the trains during rush hour.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oh, wow. Wow.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh my, you seem so enamored with Akira.
Huh? No way. That's not true.
It's the first time I've watched her cook. She seems so at ease with it.
Oh gosh, I think I switched out the voices.
Oh, I see. Akira makes dinner like that every day.
Every day? Gosh, I'm being colorblind here today.
Yes, our parents are always busy with work and they get home late. Once we're old enough, Akira starts working every day.
I see.
Yesterday I was surprised to hear Akira was such a good cook. But now that I see her in action, it seems completely natural. Maybe Akira is more feminine than I thought.
But why just Akira? As the older sister would...
Oh gosh, but why just Akira? As the older sister, wouldn't it be your responsibility to do the cooking?
Well, as you suggest, I did attempt it at first, but, well...
But...
Akira said she didn't want to leave it all to me.
That's,
Come on, it's not like it matters. No, let's see what's on TV. What? That's strange. I thought we had some left. What's wrong, Akira? The ingredients for dinner. I didn't buy any since I figured that we had enough time and enough in the fridge. But it looks like I was wrong. What should I do? I can't finish without it, but it'll like for the taste of it all. Do you want me to pick some up? I think so. Do you mind? Not at all.
wait, you're going shopping now?
Well, yes.
By yourself?
Yes. Why?
Are Are you crazy? That's dangerous.
What?
Come on, it's dark out there. It's dangerous for a girl to walk around alone at this time of night.
Don't be silly. It's not dangerous at all.
Yes, it is. I'll go instead.
Do you even know where to go or what to buy?
Well, kid, can you tell me?
Do you know Orake? And then I'll eat some kamaboko. That's why I was going to go.
Then I'll go with you. That'll solve the problem, right?
I suppose so. Well, let's do that then. I have no reason to refuse.
That's that then. Don't worry, I'll keep you safe.
Thank you. You're very reliable.
And if anything goes wrong, I'll protect you. I'll be your shield.
Oh dear. Just the voicing over.
So,
Huh?
do you see anyone who might want to cause me harm?
Not at all. Not at the moment.
Not just that, this place is incredibly peaceful late at night.
I told you, didn't I? I said it would be fine.
But
Obviously, crimes do occur in Japan, and it is more dangerous at night than in the day. But it's still not really late enough to worry. Even then, as long as you're a little careful, you probably won't get into much trouble.
I see.
It is. Even this late at night, there are young girls in short skirts walking all over. Is this country really that safe? I kinda regret acting like I could be her cool bodyguard now.
But
Huh?
no matter how safe you think it is, things are never 100%, you know? Having such a wonderful bodyguard today makes me feel perfectly safe. Thank you.
Makoto.
Let's see, again, Kamaboko, and that's it. I don't think I forgot anything. Okay, let's head back.
Let me carry the bags.
Thank you. I can't refuse such a sweet offer.
It's nothing, really. That reminds me, you're good at English, you know, Makoto?
Really? Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me all my studies feel worthwhile.
Can I ask you something? Why are you studying English?
Well, there's no particular reason for it. I just thought it would be a nice skill to have for when I look for a job and would open lots of opportunities in the future. That's about it.
I see.
Are you disappointed? You were expecting a more noble reason?
Not at all. Whatever your reason is, it doesn't change the fact that you're good at it. Besides, it's because of that we were able to get to know each other.
That's true. Okari! Tararima! Here, I brought this for you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll get this ready. So, you wait here.
That reminds me, Akira's bad at English. One's good at cooking and bad at English, the other, the polar opposite of him. It's pretty mysterious to have sisters so opposite like that. And so, it is at night time.
Oh god.
All that walking around today has made me exhausted. I guess it's true that spring in Japan is pretty cold. Good thing I brought some cold weather clothes. But I heard it's hot and muggy in summer with a lot of sun. If I come here in summer, I'll have to prepare for that. So you can even buy suntan lotion and a cotton beanie. so there's plenty I can buy after I get here. Those are open 24 hours, and they have a huge selection. Convenient, really are convenient. And so, day 1 has passed, and day 2 has arrived.
But I guess I just have to end this right now. So anyways, like and favorite if you're enjoying this session of my my first trip to Japan, which is yeah, Go Nippon. Subscribe to become one of my eggshell viewers, and yeah, look forward to how this playthrough would actually unfold. This is Yusashi Tsu-Kun signing out. Have a good day, everybody. It's been a long time since I recorded, and now that I'm back for it, yeah, all things considered, gotta go here. See ya!